New York and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
Oh, it's going down, ladies and gentlemen. Beast Coast Takeover. Is this finally happening? Is there a Beast Coast album?
Yeah, and
I think everyone is accounted for, but hold on. On the phone lines first, we got the OGs live from the set. I think near JFK Airport where he's shooting his TV show, Mr. Robot. Joey Badass?
Yo.
Badman! Yo, Badman, we got your whole team here, bro. What do you want to say about these guys while we get started?
Why your service is still good.
Yo.
I told
Oh, my God. Oh, no, he was lying. Yo, Joey, real quick, before we get to everyone, what can you say about these guys and this Beast Coast project?
What I can say is that I'm glad that there's like a latency on it. It's weird.
You sound great. You sound great.
I'm glad that we got together to make this project. You know, like I had a good time working with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? We all came from the same place. Day one, we've been planning this for a long time, and I'm just glad we finally got it done for real.
Well, listen, we just wanted to make sure you were a part of the interview in some way. Your phone line sounds like trash.
Get on the landline.
Go get a landline. Go make your TV show, and we'll see you up here soon.
All right, cool, man. Peace.
Be safe, bro.
I can't be there today, man.
It's all good, bro. You've been here enough. We'll get you back here next time. Yo, that's the man, Joseph Badman, but the whole Beast Coast is in the building. I'm going to do the old school vibe. Go around the room, grab the mic, and introduce yourself to the world in case there are people out there who still don't know every member of Beast Coast.
Kirk Knight. Oh.
Damn, you already messed up? First out the gate? Yo, you're trash, B! You're trash, Kirk Knight!
It's early. We really be in the studio, man. It's early. Kirk Knight, Kirk Measy, you already know what's going on. What's up?
Yo, it's AK the illest, UA.
This is Michi Darko, a.k.a. Dirk Cobain, a.k.a. Count Racula, a.k.a. Daddy Guerrero, a.k.a.
Wow, I didn't know Daddy Guerrero. That's hard.
Issa Cole. It's motherfucking Issa Gold, a.k.a. Salas.
You already know Eric the Architect, a.k.a. Skinny Light, a.k.a. Ramen Ramen. What up? It's Nick Caution.
Just leave it.
Just Nick Caution.
It's your boy, CJ Fly, the rude boy. Fly!
Zombie Juice, yeah.
All right, I don't know how you guys want to decide who answers questions, but
Deathmatch.
as someone who's been a fan and supporter of you guys for a very long time, I was surprised when I heard this was like finally taking shape in 2018 to 2019. What was the motivation? How did it come together to finally do this now?
Timing.
Thanks,
I think timing. I think it was
Timing
all of us had to grow as individuals, had to grow as artists. We all had to put out projects. All of us put out mini projects. We all had to grow. Like we started this maybe in 2013, but you know, it takes time.
And I think if we made this album 4 years ago, it wouldn't have sounded like how it sounds now. It would have sounded very straightforward. It would have been. Yeah, and this is actual like music, like not to say it like that. Nothing wrong with the boom bap shit, but we didn't really try to follow a format that everybody tried to lay for us. We just made the music that felt right. And I think a few years ago, us being younger, we wouldn't have made this kind of music that we're making right now, which is we're at a different space right now. We're at the point now where we're comfortable with the music that we made. Like I think that 4 years ago, if we made those shits and came out, it would have done well. It would have been great and all, but it wouldn't have healed us and made us better artists. I think we're all better artists for making this project. And that is the most important thing, kids, becoming a better artist.
Well, and I'll tell you what, for anyone watching this who's aspiring, the Zombies are great people to listen to in terms of watching people who have done their exactly what you wanted to do, been able to completely tour off of it, live off of it without ever having to do anything differently and handle things like just utter and complete professionals. You guys have like kind of set the tone, I think, in a lot of ways for that since I first met you.
Thank you, man.
The live show.
The live show is
crazy. The live show is so important. Every person here, including Joey, he's not here, but he's here. All of us are great performers, and I think that all of us have toured together and separately with other artists and each other. So now it's like some Voltron shit. Like all of us are literally at the peak. You feel me? So it was the right time to do it.
Issa, let me go to you. What did you get to learn? Grab that mic closer. But what are some of the things you get that you pick up just from getting to be around these other cats? Obviously, you guys have all worked together in different capacities, but you've also had your own path separately, and then, like you say, came together like Voltron. What are some of the things you get to pick up from the Zombies and the pro eras?
They really pushed me to like get out of my
comfort range. You know what I mean? I do a lot of things in this album that I've never would have ever done, from Snow in the Stadium to Coast Clear to some other verses that I put on there that me and Juice we got on what's that one, John? Is it called Bones? Are we calling it Bones now? What was it called before?
Whatever that song is now called. Right.
It was one time, like, we were in the studio for a couple hours and Juice just pulled me in the booth like, yo, let's keep going. And we made that joint just going back and forth and Nick hop on. So it's like them just pushing me to do more, to where now going forward with making more music, I'm more comfortable to try other things that I would never ever wanted to try. So I think that's it.
CJ, is there any like inspiration? Did you guys listen to any albums previous? Because like collectives, there aren't a lot of collective projects. You guys are not Wu-Tang Clan, right? Like this is Pro Era maybe was like that to a degree and still not. I mean, they're a group, right?
Sure.
This is a collective of like-minded artists from an area who've always known each other doing a complete album.
For sure.
Is there anything like that we can kind of say was a predecessor to this?
I always like to compare Beast Coast to Native Tongues.
Ah, okay.
I was gonna
You know what
say
I'm
that,
saying?
but they never
But they never did
made
an album.
Right. But that's what I'm trying to say. It's,
Or the Soulquarians, right?
right. So stuff like that, you could kind of look at what we're doing as, separate entities coming together and creating this Voltron and making some magic, you know what I mean? But like you said, they didn't get to create the album, so this is really a historical moment for us.
Yeah, I don't
too,
think
you know?
anybody's ever gonna really pull this kind of shit off.
This can't be done. We did it.
How much studio time together was there?
Yeah.
Too much.
Really? It's like a juggle sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm
Nigga,
still in the
a lot
studio.
of hours, nigga. A lot of hours, bro.
I'm mentally still in the studio.
Yeah, for real.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't leave the studio.
Yeah.
Well, and Eric, how much of this is were you sitting at the boards for?
I produced like 5 songs, but
Sat the board for all.
I sat
you're always
there.
there, right.
The whole, yeah.
Last 5 months.
Powers is not here too. Powers was pretty
Tyler
pretty
Dobbs.
involved. Tyler Dobbs, Kirk
Easy
Easy.
on the beat.
So yeah,
Kurt, you got a couple joints on here too?
I was on
Rapping shit.
Yeah, Kurt was
Really? You were
on
Bar mode.
My boy Kirk is in his chorus bag right now.
Yeah,
man.
nah, that's a fact.
He got
I got one joint on there, but I literally
He closed the album out. He
Outro.
closed it out.
Yeah.
You got the outro.
Last choirs.
Wait, Kurt,
yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. It has like a Last Choir is like the last song produced by Kirk. It's one of my favorite songs on the album. It has like a soulful vibe to it, and like we spit real bars to it. So I enjoyed writing to it.
So when you say that, that implies to me that some people, if they're coming to this album to expect absolute bars on everything, that's not what they're gonna get. They're gonna get musicality and some.
What they gonna get?
You go get what you gonna get. Take it like
That's it. We're not gonna tell you there's bars, everything. We lyricists. We literally
You gonna get music.
wake up,
Yeah.
live,
Good
breathe,
music.
shit, bars. You feel me? Like,
But
we're
it
not
can
gonna
come
know.
in different forms.
Of course.
And what's the tour plan, by the way?
July 22nd.
Oh, I thought you asked me what we doing
July
with the stage and shit and all that kind. I'm like, no, can't tell you nothing. What's the theme? I thought you asking all that. Josh was about to kill me.
No. What's the actual plan? Like, when are you?
Oh, I don't know.
July
I'm bad with that.
23rd.
my
kind of
first
stuff.
show was in Seattle.
Seattle.
Somebody
yeah.
help me with
August
where?
25th. We in?
23rd.
23rd is the first
See,
day.
I'm terrible. I'm so
When
bad
does
at
it
that.
end though?
July 23rd.
He said August.
Seattle, first city.
Yo, go online and Google it, guys.
You heard? West Coast.
I know I'm locked in for a month with these niggas regardless.
So, but it starts July 23rd. It starts on my birthday. And it's meant to be. You don't want to know how old I'm turning either.
3 days after you. We're Leo
Wait,
brothers.
what are you?
I'm 26, July
Yeah.
26th.
Wait, you a Leo too?
Yeah.
Hey, August
But I'm
12th.
Leo. I'm Leo
Leo
slash
plus.
Cancer.
Yeah, same, me too.
So I'm,
We all?
I'm a bitchy. I'm like I believe.
Whoa.
You know.
Cancers.
Oh, sorry.
Two
No offense.
Leos.
I mean, I'm sensitive. I'm insensitive.
That's what they say.
Yeah, I'm in touch. I'm sorry. Did I say bitchy? I meant I'm in touch with my feelings. All right, yo, let's play a joint off the Beast Coast album. They're all here. Joey was on the phone, but everyone else in the building. It's Real Late on Hot 97. Yes, Beast Coast. Honestly, I don't think I thought I'd see the day for a complete project. You know what I'm saying? There were times when I thought just getting any individual project from any members of Beast Coast, I didn't know that. Let alone the entire collaborative project. What's up with other projects for you? Obviously, the focus is this one, and everyone needs to go out right now. This is the album everyone's thinking about, plus the tour. But what's next for everybody else? Nick, you have something on the way?
Yeah, I got an album on the way. Me and Eric actually we locked in like last year after the Zombie tour. He was just sending me beats like every day, every other day, and I was just in the studio with Trevor. Trevor's here somewhere. He's over here. Trevor, yeah, my boy Trevor. But yeah, this next project I'm trying to really lock in with people that I know, like not just random producers, like people that I actually want to be with.
But there will be a full length album.
Yeah, there'll be a full length album.
All
very
right. What
soon.
else? What other plans are on the table? Underachievers got a plan? CJ, what's your plan?
CJ got something coming soon.
Rude Boy on the way, fully produced by Static Selector. After, you know what I mean?
I gotta tell you, not to go all Game of Thrones, but a bird told me that that this project sounds like something serious.
Oh man, it is something serious.
I hear you have a lot of things going
Well,
on.
I'm gonna
right
own
now.
this project.
A lot.
See,
man.
she's got a lot
Yo,
going on.
actually, it's not too late. Somebody wrote me yesterday and said, yo, you and Meech sound really
Why
good
am I
together.
not
You
on
must be
this?
on your album. So.
You're not on it?
No.
Not yet. Not yet.
No, I didn't know anything about it.
I didn't turn.
I didn't
I
even heard of this. You heard this before me.
I didn't turn the
I'm on the
album.
album. I'm on the
So we
album.
good.
All right.
But
All right.
definitely.
All right. Maybe y'all. Maybe.
And then Joey, you know what I'm saying? He not here, but Joey working. You
Okay,
heard?
Joey's working as well. Zombies.
What you got, zombies?
Zombies? I mean, shit, man. What we got? We got a lot
You
of
know
shit
I'm
going
secretive.
on.
I don't like saying.
Yeah,
I don't
you know how
like
we
telling
do.
the internet shit because they take shit too serious, bro.
Yeah. Well,
It's
They
a
gonna cut this
mysterious
clip
thing.
up and be like, you said this.
You
They
said this.
still act. Remember we mentioned the project all a matter of perspective. I'm still getting bothered
remember
about that
that.
shit.
that's a fact.
We just
never
changed the
happened, but-
name and changed the fucking title to another title, and niggas is still asking me for the album that we mentioned 4 years ago.
Okay, what about Underachievers? Can you guys say anything?
Yeah, we got Lords of Flatbush 3 coming out
In June.
I believe next month. And yeah, then we're gonna be working on our next album for probably around fall, winter.
So that's mixtape. Next one.
Next one's mixtape
Okay.
and then album after that. But yeah, I also want to say Zombies got some special shit coming.
Shit.
That's like
That's it.
That's too much info.
That's it. Not even no info.
Kurt Knight.
Good.
I got some special shit. I got some special shit too. What that mean? What the fuck that mean? Kirk, you got some special shit coming? Yeah.
What do you, Kurt? What do you have? What do you have coming?
They got you think
R&B album.
Kurt, you dropping full R&B? Going Johnny Gill?
Nah, I just been I actually been songwriting a lot. You know, I just been in the studio with artists. I just kind of just been on my you know.
Oh, so Kurt, so you're getting rich? Is what you're saying?
I was gonna say, yeah, this nigga.
That sounds like money talk.
Nah,
He,
nah,
he
I
be
just
in,
been-
he
I
be in
just been-
Cali for like 5 weeks
Oh,
straight.
okay.
In the band,
Putting up in a hotel on someone else's dime. Okay.
Bro, yeah.
You trying
And
to put me
then
in the schedule and all that. I was like, yo, Kirk, can I see you? He's
He was like,
I'm
yo,
here.
can you send me a calendar invite?
I'm like, nigga, don't be crazy. I'm like, I can't fuck this nigga no more, man.
So you're working. So you're doing a lot of
And
work.
then,
Yeah,
and
my nigga
then,
Kirk working.
and then I'm working on my next project right now and stuff. But I'm letting it happen organically and stuff like that. I just was trying to get all my business stuff together, like getting a new manager and stuff like that. Well, actually a real manager. this time.
Okay.
Like I never had one before, so.
So you're kind of lining things up, / doing writing, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now real quick to the Zombies and Nick Caution. How trash? I don't know how up to date you are. How trash is the wild card rule on Raw and SmackDown?
Well,
Oh, I thought we was gonna talk about the drafts.
Wrestling.
Don't get started in the
Yeah,
draft.
my bad.
No,
it's
the
pretty
draft.
fucking confusing. I don't really like it too much. It's really confusing.
You guys can start applying it to your life. It's like all of a sudden, I could be in Beast Coast, or I could be in a new crew altogether.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, you could just show up
Wait, so
anywhere.
there's a brand I'm missing right now. There's a brand split.
There's a brand split.
There's been a brand
There's Fox
split,
Sports
but
that's
they- but
buying
like a real, like-
SmackDown.
No, now
There's a lot.
now you could come if you're on Raw. Every week, like 4 people from SmackDown could come
just
to
show
Raw.
up.
But then it's 5.
But then it's 3.
6. And then it's 3.
Is it a ratings thing? Is it
It's
just
a
Yeah,
ratings
it's a ratings
thing,
thing.
everything.
And then Brock
It's everything.
Lesnar came back. It's-
Brock winning Money in
I
the
think-
Bank was.
I think
shit.
Vince McMahon he's just not. He's not. He's
No,
not
it's
right.
not Vince McMahon's
He's not
fault.
well
Stop
right
blaming
now.
fucking Vince McMahon. I need everyone to stop blaming Vince
What, you don't think it's Vince? You get hurt. You get offended.
No,
when
it's
you
Vince
blame
McMahon.
Vince
I
McMahon.
get fucking offended. It's Vince McMahon. It's Vince
I get
McMahon.
offended. It's
How do you know it's not his fault?
It's
He
Vince
like
McMahon.
70-something
Do you
years
know
old.
how
That's
many
the
people
point
have
you get
stock
out
in
of
the company?
touch.
How many people are in the board meetings?
Yeah,
How many
but
people
they're
are
not
writing?
Vince.
It's not his
They're not
fault.
Vince
I will
McMahon.
never.
It's Vince
No.
McMahon.
They're not Vince.
He's senile. He's losing his mind.
This is a crazy conspiracy.
I'm gonna ride with Vince till he's dead.
You're riding with Vince
I'm riding with
forever.
Vince till the casket drops.
Listen.
Fuck AEW, whatever that shit is called.
Wow, and you're
Damn,
anti-AEW.
I'm riding with Vince to the end.
Yo,
I might be on the
listen,
payroll.
man,
I
I
might
can't
be
You
on-
might be on payroll.
I
We
might be
don't
on
know.
Look, man, I don't know who AEW is, but if y'all got a check for me, I'll fight Juice at WWE and get his bag, bro.
Well, AEW has a huge pay-per-view this weekend, Double or Nothing in Vegas.
They're about to be on
Isn't that-
TNT.
And they're going to be on TNT.
Who shit is
Cody
that?
Rhodes.
I can
Cody
see
Rhodes
Cody in the
and the
fucking
Bucks.
airport.
It's Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
And
I know
Young-
that shit.
Cody Rhodes
Chris
and the Young
Jericho.
Bucks.
Yeah, I just seen him in the airport.
Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega.
He got, yo,
The
Cody Rhodes
good news,
got
the
a big
good
ass
news
head.
is by them getting a TNT deal, it inherently puts pressure on
On
WWE
WWE.
to
That's
want
what I
better
like.
product.
I like that.
So that's good news.
But
Shout
I
out to
think
Cody Rhodes.
I think it's putting the wrong pressure on WWE. I think that Vince is just scrambling, and he's like, "Oh, no, wild card rule."
How old is Vince McMahon right
And
now?
71, something like that.
He's, I don't know.
It's just a
man.
lot of talent, man, and a lot.
Talent.
It's a lot of
He's
talent.
talent.
It's a lot of
Once
talent.
you're
It's hard.
once you get brawling at a certain age, you just never like not get brawling.
No, his brolic level
brolic
is
is never going away.
disturbing. It's disturbing.
It's disturbing.
What else? What else, you guys? What else?
broke.
Any of you guys have anything else? Any other?
I got
anything?
something to say.
Yeah, go ahead, Issa.
I wanted to congratulate you on the ESPN stuff. I'm a huge
Hell yeah.
fan
That
of
shit
is
sports.
beautiful. I love
It's
it.
amazing seeing you there
We're
all the time.
fans,
You look
man.
beautiful there. I'm always like, oh, thank you.
Yo, facts.
There.
One day I was at BBQ's. I don't know if you remember, and I hit you like, "Yo, bro, what you doing in here?"
It's amazing.
Thank you.
crazy.
And
That's
I
comment.
also want to. I never got to really thank you for always supporting us from the beginning of our careers and championing a bunch of other artists, but us specifically, like all of us, you've always been there
That's
for
very
us.
kind,
Even
man.
down to the interview with Ebro. Ebro's like, yeah, Rosenberg been telling me about you guys for a while. I just
That's
wasn't
a fact.
listening. I'm
What?
like, this guy's been championing us for so long.
Thank
man.
you. And Issa, you drove me the craziest of all.
Yeah.
Because your talent was so good, but we had sort of the least relationship that
Yeah.
I had with Zombies and Joey, but the music was always so amazing.
Yeah.
It makes me happy to see that like the path for the Underachievers has gotten so clear,
Yeah.
and that everyone has come together because. I always thought in some ways the name was a hindrance.
Yeah,
because I was
everyone
like,
telling my sister was just telling
I
me
was like,
this.
you're not. Well, because I came from a crew coming up called Low Budget. And ultimately the whole crew with incredibly talented people kind of fell apart. And we were like, yo, was it kind of doomed from the beginning?
You manifested that.
So put it like this.
Even though the talent, shout out to Odyssey, there are people out there killing it from the crew, but the crew itself as a name, I always felt was like, damn. Yeah, Odyssey's Low Budget.
Odyssey is nice. Yo.
That,
Super
your
nice.
name
Shout
can
out to
definitely
Odyssey.
do that. Your name
Yeah,
can
he
definitely
living
do that
inside,
too.
right?
Imagine if the Locks was still called the Warlocks.
Right. But we're at a point now where I hear you guys go by UA a lot too, and I'm just happy to see you guys at this point and see everyone come together. I think it's so cool. Like I guess I didn't think Joey got to a certain level. I mean, the man's a TV star now. We can only get him on the phone. I mean, and everyone's doing so well individually that you just sometimes think the moment has passed. And I'm glad that it didn't. This is super cool that this is happening. The tour I'm imagining is going to be
crazy.
fantastic.
Amphitheater,
Crazy.
fire.
What size venues are they?
JD, do you know?
3,000, 4,000, 6,000, 10,000.
Josh,
5, 10, 12.
5 to
2 million?
10,000.
10,000.
There we go. He's the guy you should know. He's standing in the room.
Oh, I have one last thing. You helped me out a lot. Remember my dog? Remember I had a little
Yes.
dog, man?
Macho.
You helped me out a lot getting rid of my dog, and not in a bad way.
No, you were
don't
really
be
sad about
irresponsible. If you're a single black man and you
Single
tour the
parents.
world and you have a fucking dog and he's a pit bull and people don't want to give him the love that you give him and walk him and shit, he helped me find a home and. Yeah,
Why
thank
is
you for
everyone
that.
being so nice, guys? I'm
Nah,
not dying. I'm
because,
okay.
hold on,
No,
let
we
me
just
explain.
never got to sit there.
Let me explain.
Thank you.
Because I still follow the family that has my dog, and I want to make sure that dog went to the right person. I love that dog. Like that's still my
was so
dog.
glad
I might
that
go
worked.
steal him later.
No,
Like,
and
that's
by the
still my
way,
dog.
I
I love him.
So
Like,
by the way, I want to thank you because you were so responsible. He basically hit me and me was like, I need a home for this dog. I love it, and I'm not taking good care of it. And it was just like you were pretty young at the time to have like the realization of like this just isn't cool.
Nah, it was separation anxiety. I hated seeing the dog get sad. We going on tour. I come home for like a week, and then I'm going again, and niggas just mad sad. It was just breaking my heart, bro. It was breaking my heart, and it was just me and this sad ass dog
And
alone,
so I
just
went
sad
on
in the
Instagram
house
and we
with two
just found
sad
someone.
niggas.
We just found someone a home for the dog. It was like super easy to get done too. I'm reading a book by the way right now called Inside a Dog about the mind of a dog.
I don't know.
Yo, bro.
I don't know, Peter.
Juice.
I was gonna pause and I thought you all were mature enough. Not
Bestiality.
Yo, bestiality pause.
I don't
Is
say-
that
I don't
really
say
what we're
pause
East
before.
Coast? East Coast. Yo, bestiality coast. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to thank you
Yo.
for your brutal honesty, Rosenberg. You're such an honest man. Just wanna
We're still
thank you.
thanking him?
We're done. It's over. There's
We're gonna go around
no
and
more
thank
thank
Peter.
yous. Or I'm flying to LA tonight. I'm worried about something that happened to my flight if y'all keep thanking me. Yo, you want to hear the worst thing? Yesterday I was doing the Michael K show, and we were talking about Drake because of all the stuff Drake was doing
wildin',
during
I
the
love it.
game. And Michael K was like, I don't know, Drake's bad luck to sports, but everyone has that thing. And I was like, I don't know, Drake's lit out here. Drake's got his new plane. And Michael K was like,
Fire.
I wouldn't go on Drake's plane.
Oh, come on.
I was like, no, it's Air Drake.
So wait,
chill,
is he wilding from rubbing the coach's shoulders and all? Is that really?
Yeah,
that
Yo,
was
bro, let me
really
tell you
weird.
something.
That
Let me
was
tell you
weird,
something.
though,
If the
bro.
Knicks or the Nets,
I
if the
can't
Knicks
lie,
or the
I never
Nets
seen
tell
that.
me
I
I
never
can
seen
sit
that.
here and I know the coach, bro. Nigga, what? I'm dapping that nigga and everything,
That's
bro.
I'm a
That
guy.
is different from a massage.
Yo, but look,
He can do whatever he wants.
If you look,
He's the ambassador. He do whatever he wants.
Exactly, but if you look at the coach, bro, the coach be wilding on his own.
But
The
here's
coach
the
was
thing.
sitting in his
I
chair
think
like
he was trying to become a meme, which is cool. It was fire. I saw some moments. He's like,
You know,
The
he had
shot
a
went
lot-
in when it
he's
bounced
hype.
in. I was like, okay.
Okay, important question for the crew. Who in the crew is Game of Thrones and who is not?
All right, yo, interview's over. I'm out.
That's why I asked the question. Who is? Is anyone?
I'm in the middle.
I'm Game of Thrones.
I still don't fuck with that shit, especially after that last episode.
So Nick, you're the only one that's committed.
I've been Game of Thrones since season 4, episode 2. That's when I started watching live.
That's when you started live. Got it.
When my boy
White people love
Joffrey-
Game of Thrones. How black people love Martin.
Yo, I've
and
never
shit,
heard
right?
someone say my boy Joffrey before.
My
Y'all
boy
gotta check
Joffrey.
for
That's
that
his
man.
man.
Yo, keep your eye on Nick
Nick of
Caution.
Winterfell.
I've no one.
Listen, this is what I'm gonna say.
Joffrey's the most evil character in the history of television, and Nick was like, "Yo, my boy Joffrey." Yo, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
The craziest thing I ever heard was this seat. I
You're
don't
upset.
even because I know everyone they don't
They're
watch
bored.
it.
They're bored. Right.
You can't. All right, well, hold on. You've been saying you watch it. You didn't even watch one episode this season.
Why you getting so tight?
He's passionate as hell about the show.
Don't ruin it for me.
Nah,
it
don't
happened
ruin it for
already.
me.
It
Don't ruin it for
happened.
me.
Yo, you still haven't watched.
He hasn't watched it. He hasn't even watched an episode.
Nah, so this
It's okay,
conversation
Kirk.
done.
Don't go fall for the pressure. Stand strong.
Wait,
Bring back Curb.
and Meeks only curb your enthusiasm.
I'll leave it like this.
Cancel
I'll leave it
everything
like
else on
this.
HBO. Bring back
I
Curb.
didn't like
Oh,
the
yo,
last
Meech.
season of Curb.
Y'all
I
saw-
didn't like
you
JB
saw,
Smoove on last
the
season.
All in the Family Jeffersons remake, y'all?
I didn't get
Yeah,
to
I
watch
didn't see that.
yet.
You guys watch it?
I ain't watch it, but those two shows back in the day.
One of my
were
favorites. Yeah.
Some of the best
So
shits
fire.
ever. Yeah.
And frankly, it's interesting that they brought those back because culturally they would be hard to bring back because people are so sensitive
We
that
need
people
characters
would
like that,
people
though.
would think Archie Bunker was actually a
Racist in real
racist.
life.
They wouldn't
Yeah.
understand
They
it was
wouldn't get it.
ironic. They'd be like, "Oh, yo, you got to cancel him. He's racist."
We need shows and characters like that. Like that's real life.
Now, Issa, why didn't you like Curb Your Enthusiasm last season? That's
Great season.
I'm a huge Curb fan. Thanks to Juicy put me on maybe like 10 years ago. It's one of my favorite shows ever. And I just feel like the new season, because all the episodes are connected, it kind of felt like one long shitty movie in a sense. And I like when it's like, I know Curb always is connected every episode, but there's always some new stuff happening. It
Right.
just felt like one story.
That's
It was
interesting.
good, but it wasn't
I
like
just ain't fuck with JB Smoove is just not hitting this
I
season.
like
really
him.
you
like
didn't think
that
you think it's too much. We got
Yeah,
too
like
much
even
more.
his do-rag game was terrible. Everything about it looked like he was just trying too hard. It looked like he forgot how to be JB.
Yo, you know
Smoove.
what? You know what
Like
drop?
his
You know what drop I've been playing on the K show like crazy.
What?
You know the Jets coach Gase.
Yeah.
You know everyone talks about his
Fucking
eyes.
assholes. Yeah.
So I regularly play "I'm Your Crazy Eyes Killer."
I love it. That's one of my favorite episodes. I think that might be the first episode I've ever seen in the
But
show.
you know, one of the
Definitely
reasons I
top 10.
loved
I
it
love
is
that
because
shit.
it was such a bad attempt at doing a rapper, right? Like it was so unrealistic.
I love that shit.
No, the name would like doesn't make sense. Like Larry was so off on
he
what
fucking-
rap
wasn't he
was,
fucking
but it was still so
prostitute?
He's like, why don't
funny.
you change the bitch with fuck?
He said, "You my nigga, right?" Larry said, "Yeah, I am a nigga." Shout out Larry David.
I don't know nothing about what y'all talking about, but
CJ, you don't watch Curb?
He don't watch TV shows with predominantly white cast.
I watch The Deuce. I watch
He only watches
I
Power.
watch-
Any
I
show
watch
that has
Into the
if it has
Badlands.
more than 3 white people, he
Into the
doesn't watch it.
Badlands. Now, I actually don't like a lot of shows with too much white people. I like,
like
black
Friends?
shit,
See?
representation.
That's what I
like
said.
the
You see?
what else? You know what I'm
And
saying?
every time I mention Game of Thrones, he tells me to watch Power.
No
And then he
correlation.
tries, yo,
An
first
Empire
off,
and shit.
let's
You
talk
know,
about
you watch
this.
Empire?
That's such a racial tension within the group.
Yo, it's not even
Game of
about
Thrones
race.
versus Power.
He want me to go into his world. He can't step into my world.
I want you to go
No, bro,
nowhere.
you brought up
I'm just trying
Empire.
to-
Nigga brought up
I
Empire
don't want
one
to see
day.
these knights and kings. Where the guns at?
Yo,
See, this is the problem.
wait, hold on. Did you do Empire too or just Power? Because Power was respectable.
Yeah,
Empire's trash.
All right, good.
But he watches
Star is aight. Come on, my man Luke is on there. Shout out to Luke James. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
So, other than that,
Yo.
the shows is trash. and they make it
CJ's
a culture of
righteous.
crazy.
CJ's watching black shows only.
only,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Watch
Game of
black-
Thrones.
I told Nick to watch Power. You know he gonna tell me I watch Empire. It's not the equivalent.
I didn't say that. I never even watched Empire.
You love
I can tell you one thing about Empire.
Yeah,
Guys,
they got a
I
lot
don't
of
want Beast Coast to break up over this.
racial tension.
I'm finally here.
Listen, to go with your point before, just to say clear,
You said that
Game of
you're
Thrones,
racist. I
I've been
care.
disappointed a lot in my life.
Yes.
Most disappointed, potentially
You
top
guys,
3 most
listen,
times ever.
we
At
can
the
end it with
of the
this,
show.
guys. Stop
No,
putting so
Game of
much
Thrones.
faith in fucking media. Stop
Vince
putting so
McMahon.
much faith in entertainment.
It was good, but it
is
was good.
fucking
It was good.
entertainment.
They
That's
just
it,
dropped
all
the
right?
ball.
It's 12 seasons of some shit you like, one episode you don't like.
No, it's the whole
If your
season.
wife,
It's only
if
8
your- all right, look,
seasons,
look.
okay?
If your wife cooked you
Yeah.
fucking 1,000,000 cheeseburgers or gave you 1,000,000 kisses and there was one you don't like, you gonna just leave her, nigga? That's what you telling me, bro.
Yeah,
What the fuck
probably,
is wrong with y'all,
That's
bro?
what he said, yeah.
What is wrong? It's a TV
No,
show.
hold up. This is the problem. The guy.
You're turning red.
George. This is what happens.
It's a Pikmin up and down.
This is what happens when I get the guy George R. R. Martin.
Yes.
He wrote the books. When the books stopped, the writers started writing the show, and it was okay. And then they dropped the ball. They dropped.
A lot of people feel that way.
They dropped the ball.
What's up with the incest on that show?
Lot of incest. Lot of incest. Yo,
that's George R. R. Martin. You got a
lot of incest.
Reading, there's cousins.
Yo, guys, we've now covered bestiality and incest. It's time to wrap this thing up.
This is a weird ass interview.
That's all.
Wow.
Beast Coast album.
May 24th.
May 24th. Beast Coast tour. Catch them in a city near you. Proud of all you guys. Thank you for coming through.
Love you
guys. Beast Coast. Real late.
Yeah.
Yeah.